Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radios since 1977. Top Lift Pros, live outside the box with Top Lift Pros. Liberty's Gears, the manual transmission specialists. And by Dragonfire Tools, industrial workbenches with integrated tool storage.
We've seen here at New Hampshire Oil how you can bring a vehicle in with pre-existing rust, get that rust off and protect it in the future. Now, Joe, what if we're talking a new Jeep Gladiator or some truck like this? You're spending 50 to 75 grand on this thing. You want to protect it right out of the box. How could you guys help me?
So this is a perfect example. I can't think of a vehicle that holds the residual value more than a Jeep. And basically, if you come in and you have a new vehicle, you have the option to use an oil-based rust proofing, but we also have Boss Wax. And this is a one-time standalone application that's applied to everything that's exposed on the undercarriage. It dries black, it's dry to the touch, and it is a permanent application. So we never need to reapply it. However, we do put oil inside the body cavities, and that oil needs to be reapplied every 2 years. So what we do is we ask you come back every 2 years, we'll inspect the wax, touch it up for nothing, okay? Unlimited lifetime warranty on the wax barrier nationwide. You come in for a set fee, we'll inspect it, touch it up, re-oil it, boom, in and out. It's a personal preference. Honestly, they both work at protecting your vehicle, but this one here just is a cleaner look. It doesn't attract dirt and dust.
Is there a magic bullet to rust prevention in a new vehicle?
You can't beat Mother Nature. What we're gonna do is we're gonna maintain that wax barrier. You're gonna come in every 2 years and we're going to babysit that vehicle. We're gonna re-oil the body cavities, and we're never gonna beat Mother Nature, but we're gonna slow her way down.
Well, if you've got a vehicle that has existing rust or a brand new vehicle you want to protect, check them out at NHOUundercoating.com. If you've seen Motorhead Garage before, you've seen Tribotex most likely, and we can talk all about it all we want, Pasha, and say that it's going to make your engine last longer, it's going to make it perform better, it's even going to repair old damage. But don't take our word for it. You've gotten accolades from a whole bunch of different organizations. Tell me some of the awards that you've won.
It was just recently featured by the Forbes magazine. We got NASA Spin-Off Award of 2020. We got Defense Innovation Award of 2017. And what is the interesting thing about military mechanics? They don't make more money if your stuff breaks more often. It's opposite. They're very interested in their things lasting as long as possible.
So the military guys, what are they looking at? What kind of qualities from Tribotex?
For example, when tank shoots, that brings tremendous stress on the parts, and the oil deteriorates in those touched pieces. So tank that shoots, that doesn't drive very far. On the other side, cars also can have stress when they jump in the pothole or tow something that is bouncing back and forth. With those things, Tribotex create a film that is self-regulating and remove those stresses and self-organize them into a smooth condition after you drive again. So it makes not just last longer, but recover from the damages that happened in the past.
So shock and stress and those kinds of things can make things wear out more quickly, and those are a lot of forces the military guys are looking at.
Yes.
And then you mentioned the Air Force as well?
The Air Force specifically, they look for things to extend longevity of existing platforms beyond what they have right now. The cars usually last for 10, 20 years, but planes, 60. We expect from them to last over 100 years in, for example, KC-135 fleet. And they also ground support equipment, generators, the landing gears that goes along with that. That's what we want to extend life as long as possible.
NASA, the Army, and the Air Force all think Tribotex is great, and it does wonders for their vehicles. It can do wonders for yours. You can check it out at Tribotex.com. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. We hope you join us once again next week when we do it again. In the meantime, email Jeff at masterstv.com if you have a product you want to see on the show. From our entire crew here at our Dragonfire Tools studio, we'll see you next week. So long.